Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day, halfway through the week. I hope everybody's day has started out phenomenally. I have started my journey on to working my way back up to being able to run a 5K. So today I actually ran a little over a mile, which I haven't done any running within the last, I would say, 2.5 years. So basically, when I got pregnant, and then I pretty much stopped running. I use that as an excuse to basically say I'm not running because I'm pregnant. But and then I got really huge. So at the end of the pregnancy, you don't want to do too much of anything. But that's not why I got on here today. I got on here today to talk about what did it take for you to decide to change your life. So this is a little bit about me. I am Tiffany Hyatt. I am a wife full-time. I am a mom full-time, and I own my own online travel business. But I didn't always do this. I used to work at a government job, and I worked there for 16 years. And I worked my way up from file room to manager. So, it wasn't like I was doing something that I didn't like to do, or I wasn't happy at my job. The people were awesome that I worked with, for the most part. There's some people that in every job, there's people that you will never ever even probably glance at when you walk down the street and see them. But it was a good job. It was a secure job, as far as secure a job can get. Hey, Helmet. Hey, Gary. And so I was happy, I was making regular money. I was making decent money for, what the type of job I was doing. And I was able to go on some trips, like at least one trip every year, a couple of little weekend getaways. So, and then, Disney was in my backyard. So it was like get an annual pass and have a staycation and just, go to the park for the day, pretending like I was just a tourist, So it was a good life. But I wasn't fulfilled. And then one day, but I was just, I would have just stayed there and just like, whatever, because I basically was working to live. So basically my paycheck I was working to get a paycheck so I can do what I really wanted to do in life. And it wasn't, it wasn't something, it wasn't my lifelong dream to, do this 9-to-5 job or anything like that. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom when I had my son, but, that wasn't a possibility at that time. And my husband, of course, he has always been striving to be an entrepreneur. And then, I was like, I don't want to be an entrepreneur. That's a lot of work. I haven't found anything that really gets me up in the morning to want to put in the effort. And he was like, check this out. And it was about travel, becoming a travel agent. I was like, Now, two of my passions, traveling and writing. So let me tell you, when he said that I could save, earn, and travel more by checking this opportunity out, I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to check it out. I'm like, so I jumped right in because, I was getting a regular paycheck coming in, so why not try this too? And so I jumped right in and I fell in love with it because I actually found something that I was doing number one for me, that I was actually doing something that I was truly passionate about. Like literally, I hate mornings. I am not a morning person whatsoever. I want my day, before I became my own boss, my ideal job that I was actually looking for was a job that I could work from like 10 to 2. Because I didn't want to get up in the morning, but I still wanted to have some of my afternoon and my evenings free, right? So this was my dream job I was looking for, to still have a boss but only work these hours but still get paid for a full like 40 out full time, 40-hour week or more, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is something that I could do on my own time. I don't have to get up in the morning. But the thing with travel is I will get up in the morning. I will book a flight at 6 a.m. in the morning and be up at 4 a.m. to get to the airport and everything, to get on that flight to go on a vacation. And not even bat an eye. I don't even be tired. I'll be ready to go. I'm just as excited as I am right now. And because I was traveling. So now I done got into a business where that's my job. My job is to travel and help other people travel and help other people unleash this opportunity onto their world so they can just have this phenomenal, existence. And so when he told me about this, and I was like, yes, and I got into it. And of course, speeding along, I became the manager there, and I was still doing this business. I've booked a few different trips for other people. I booked trips for myself, and then we decided that in order for us to truly move forward, because he was still a real estate investor, so he was already building his business and building his dream, but we wanted to skyrocket even more. We wanted more time to work on the businesses that will get us to the destiny that we know that we deserve and that we're going to get. And so we decided to relocate from sunny Orlando, Florida, 365 days of the year, to Akron, Ohio, where we get all 4 gorgeous seasons and free babysitting. Yes, because we're back home with our families. So our son is able to become, even closer to our families. So that's what we really, truly wanted to. And it's opened up a whole new world of opportunities for us, because now I do this business full time. This is what I do. I work from home, and I book vacations, and I do all this great stuff with this business, and all because I wanted to change my life. And this is the opportunity that was given to me from my husband just saying, like, you need to do something different, because when you get up in the morning to go to work, you are not a nice person. Like, I truly was not a nice person in the morning getting up. Seriously, I wanted everybody just to be quiet. Do not talk to me, because 1, I don't want to be up. 2, I don't want to have to drive 45 minutes to an hour, depending on if I leave my house even 1 minute past the time I have to leave, I'm in traffic, which means it's going to take me an hour to get to work. And then don't even get me started about the commute back home. So I was literally driving about an average of 2 hours a day to get back and forth to a job that I was pretty much just existing in. Right? I'm just like, so he's like, she needs to do something else, because this of her saying, do not talk to me in the morning, is not working for me. and I'm serious, like, people, it was serious. It was like, when I went into work, I purposely would try to bypass people to get to my office, just so I can get into the mindset of, now I'm at work, now I am in a, supervisory position, and I need to be bubbly and energetic and ready for whatever it is that my team needed for me, right? So in the mornings, I needed to really get myself into that mindset. So I purposely would try to avoid people until I had that moment to put my stuff down, to turn on my computer and get adjusted, so nobody could talk to me. Like, I really it was like a mission impossible. Like, don't say good morning. I don't really want to say good morning to you, because it's really a lie right now, because I'm not in the mindset to be where I am. And so, so when you're like that, it's probably time to try to find something else. But what else? But I pretty much grew up, doing what I was doing, and and I was good at it. It was fine. It wasn't rocket science or anything like that. But what else could I possibly do where I could still earn a decent living and still live my life? Because I don't want to stop traveling, like, at all. Like, I want to do more traveling. So he told me, he's like, you need to do this. And so I did. And then we moved, and I've been doing it ever since. And the more and more I immerse myself into this business, the more and more my world is changing. The more and more I'm loving it. I'm loving life. I'm getting up in the mornings. I had decided when I left that I was never, ever, ever getting up at 6:30 in the morning unless I was getting on an airplane, train, or bus to go on some kind of adventure traveling. That was it. So I do not get up at 6:30 in the morning. I do get up between 7:30 and 8, because I do want to get my day started to get some tasks done. Because in everything that you do, there's always some tasks that you have to do that's probably not the funnest thing to do, but it will get you to where you want to go and build what you're trying to do. So it's amazing. And that was just a little bit about my story. So what is it that you need to change your life? What is it that, and I was just listening to a motivation video this morning from Les Brown. And one of the things that I took away from that was he said, make whatever it is that you love to do, find a way to make money from it. And I thought that was so profound, and I'm a living proof of that, because I love to travel. I love to travel and I love to write, and I'm going to be eventually, emerging both of those two passions together, and it doesn't feel like work. It really truly doesn't. When you see my pictures from the different places that I've been, and then when I'm talking about the different places I'm about to go, I'm going to be going to New Orleans in June. I am going on a cruise in November, and I will be going back to Orlando twice this year. One for to go see the Backstreet Boys. I have phenomenal tickets. I love them. I'm going to go see them, and we got VIP tickets. So, I'm super stoked about that. And then also I'll be going back for another training and conference. So that's just this year alone. And next year, I plan on going to Punta Cana. And I'll have more information about that, because I'm going to invite all of you all to come with me. And that's just my first trip so far that I have already set for next year. Oh, and also next year I'm probably going to be going to Colorado, because I'll be celebrating my husband's 40th anniversary. 40th anniversary on this earth, let's say that. So 40th birthday. So I already got 2 trips I already am planning on doing for next year. And I could not do this if I did not decide that I wanted to elevate my life, that I wanted to change my life. So that's why I ask you, really sit down and think about it. If where you are now, you're happy and you're fulfilled and your life is just phenomenal, and you wake up in the morning like, yes, this is exactly what I want to do, this is my destiny, then you're in the right place. You're doing what you need to do. You just need to share that excitement with other people, because I want people to really, truly sit down and think about it. You can literally turn your passion into something more than it just being a hobby, than it just being something that you do on the side when you get some time, a breakaway from just everyday life obligations that you have. So what is it? Go ahead and comment below. What is your passion? What opportunity would you need to really change your life? What is it that you really truly change your life? Is it just an extra $500 a month? Is it money that would change your life? Is it getting into a new job? Is it trying something new? Is it even just going on that dream vacation that you never thought that you could possibly go on? What is it that would change your life? And I want you to put a comment below, because I'm telling you, what changed my life was actually making my passion my paycheck. That's what changed my life. What changed my life is meeting my husband over, 15 years ago, and marrying him after 7 years of dating, and celebrating our 8th year anniversary yesterday. If I have never met him, I probably would still be in Florida. I would be happy, because don't get me wrong, I was happy. I was doing my thing, especially as a bachelorette. I was doing my thing. I was having a good time, whatever. But you will never know how much more you can elevate your life until you truly sit down and decide what it is that you want. What do you want out of life? What can you possibly do out of life? I wanted to travel. I wanted to write. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. And I wanted to be able to make an impact, a bigger impact on people, some kind of way that's fun and is and exciting, you know what I mean? So that's, what I needed to change my life, and I did it. So if I did it, anybody else can do it. And I just wanted to share my story with you guys today to let you know that where I came from. I wasn't down and out. I didn't hit the bottom or anything like that. I was happy, and I had a decent job. I had a nice life in Florida. It was great. I was sick of not having all the seasons, because I'm a northern girl. I'm a northern girl to the heart, to the bones of my body. So I like when it gets cooler in the fall, and then when it gets cold and the snow in the winter, and then the spring comes back out and it starts getting warming up and the flowers are coming up and all that good stuff. And then the summer hits and you have the heat and stuff. I like having the different dimensions. So I'm not knocking Florida for 365 days. It's just hot to me. But I missed the having all the seasons and literally knowing when it's spring, knowing when it's summer, knowing when it's fall, knowing when it's winter. I love that. So for me to move back here was it was an easy feat. And one, I probably would have never left here if my sister hadn't moved to Florida, just to be completely real and honest. You know, you graduate from college, you're like, what are you going to do? Because I went to school to be a lawyer. Funny that, how many people are actually out there that went to college for a degree that they're not even using? There's so many people, and I'm still paying on my student loans. So for a degree I'm not even using, but that's okay because I'm going to eventually pay off those student loans within 5 years or less because I decided to be an entrepreneur and change my life and move my destiny into a world of riches that is monetary, that is spiritually, that is physically, and that is profoundly my destiny. So that's just a little bit about me. So please let me know what's going on with you. What is it that you need to improve your life? Maybe I can help you. Maybe I can't. Maybe I can give you some suggestions. Who knows? But you never know until you ask. But if you want to learn more about me and more about what I do, in the description I did put a link you can go to learn more about what I do, or you can inbox me. If you like, comment, and share, if you think somebody will get a benefit of just hearing my story. And I hope everybody has a wonderful, fantastic Wednesday. Happy hump day. I meant to go on live yesterday, but it was my anniversary, and I was running around here trying to set up a license romantic evenings when my husband got home. So that was phenomenal. But have a great day, and enjoy your life. And if you're not enjoying your life, then you need to sit down and really contemplate what it is you need to change it. Don't just exist. Everybody deserves to have the utmost happiness that they can possibly have while they're here on this earth, because life is too precious and life is too short. So have a great and fabulous day, and I will talk to everybody on the flip side of travel.